All right, so today for me concludes from Job to Calling in 30 days. Today was the 30th day, and this was ensuring success for others and yourself forever. Now, in this lesson, this was probably the favorite one that I actually wrote because of all the different pieces of it. But the few key things are Gary Vaynerchuk lately, as of June, July 2018, and until now, the middle of September, he's been talking a lot about kindness and how important it is and how undervalued it is. Because he says that kindness is the ultimate strength. That's one of the things that he says. And people don't get that a lot of times. People don't agree with that a lot of times. But it really is. You know, it's the saying, everyone wants the tallest building in the city, right? So there are two ways to get the tallest building. You can either build your own building taller, or you can knock down everyone else's buildings so that yours is the tallest. Well, it's a lot easier to put some dynamite on everyone else's building than it is to pour concrete and build your building up. So that's what a lot of people do in real life. They like to knock other people down, which builds up themselves, rather than, oh, let me build up my own building, right? But then let's take it a step further. Kindness is the ultimate strength. You don't want to build up your own building. You want to build up other people's buildings, right? And if you do it in such a genuine way, to be receptive to that, they'll be like, you know what? If Harrison is doing this, then I can do that too. So if everyone is sitting there helping everybody else build up their own buildings, build up their buildings, then everyone is going to have the tallest building in the city, right? There may not be a winner, whatever. But kindness is the ultimate strength because of the way that it makes people feel, because of the things that it makes people do as a result of receiving kindness. And then further on in the course, talked about greatest fear, and Marianne Williamson talking about that, wherever that is. Where did I write that? There we go. Marianne Williamson wrote in her book, Return to Love, about our deepest fear, and just a reminder of, you are powerful beyond measure. And that's something that I really hit me in the movie Coach Carter with Samuel L. Jackson, where they talk about the character Timo Cruz. He keeps asking him, he said, what is your deepest fear? And he quotes her. He says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And when people ask, what is your greatest fear? Well, I'm not really scared of anything. I know I can overcome it, right? But that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of how much potential that I actually have as an individual, how much potential we have as a group, and as an overall world. We have so much power that we can do anything, really. You can put in the work, and you can get so good at something that you could use it for good or you could use it for bad, and that's scary to me. Especially with the Me Too movement that happened, it's I need to make sure that I have the strong foundation, because when you have all that power, when you're a CEO of a company, you might be in a position where you're like, people can't say no to me, so I can do whatever I want. But that's not the way it is. So that's where kindness is the ultimate strength. Yes, I'm going to take a step further and say that love is the ultimate strength. Now, love doesn't mean you always have to be soft and lovey-dovey about it. You can show tough love. That's still love. You can fire somebody out of love, without a doubt. You can do that. You can demote somebody out of love. You can withhold someone's paycheck out of love. You can report someone to the police out of love. And then you can give bonus out of love. You can buy someone a house out of love. You can do that. It's all out of love. There's different ways to do it. But the biggest thing is everything from this course. It's for yourself, yes, to better yourself. But if people become the product of their environment, then really you're contributing to the environment around you. The people that you interact with, you are their environment. And now that you're better, their environment is better, and they become better. So it's not a selfish thing. You do this course, it's not what am I going to get out of it? No, it's what are you going to give people out of it? What are you going to get out of it? Sure. But what are you going to do with what you get out of it? You can put in the time and you can give to people. You can live your life a little bit differently. People are going to realize that. They're going to see that. They're going to be like, wow, since when is kindness so important to you? Since when is planning your future, your goals, in a sense, so important to you? Since when is having that daily habit that rewards you so important to you, right? So it's all those little things that come together, and that's what now that I'm finished with this, looking back on it, there's the improvements that I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to make as the content manager to make everything flow a little bit more. The connection between section 2 and section 5 and section 6 and section 3 and section 1 and section 2, but and section 4. But overall, I think the material is so valuable, and these are things that I put into practice and seen monumental changes. It is my hope that even through these videos, there's enough there where you can take something, you can run with it, and it can make a change. Because I know I'd mentioned this earlier, but what I'm really realizing is one of the things I'm really passionate about is helping people achieve their potential. Because everyone has such an enormous potential. You're powerful beyond measure. We have so much light inside of us that I want to see it achieved. So take the journey with me. You can email me any questions, any follow-up, leave a comment too, I'll get back to that. But email is harrison@reengaged.com, harrison@reengaged.com. And we did spell it like that purposefully with one E. A little bit easier to find us, and it's not really as much of a buzzword as reengaged is, because it's not really a word until we made it one. So thank you for thank you to anyone who watches this video. We agreed to make them as a company. We said, we're all going to do this together. We're all going to go through the course. We're going to do it every weekday for 6 weeks. Well, it turns out, I'm the first one done, right? We started at the same time, but I finished first. Why? Because I didn't skip days, though. It's the daily discipline. I'm sure maybe I did it on the weekend one time, twice, 3 times I did it on the weekend. But Monday through Friday, I did Monday through Thursday, 3 weeks, Monday through Friday, 3 weeks, and then 3 days on Saturday and Sunday to get ready, right? But that's what it's all about. It's doing the mundane things to the highest level. That's what separates good from the great. It's I'm gonna clean my dishes later. No, I'm gonna clean those dishes and I'm gonna do the best job that I can. Then I'm gonna put them away and I'm gonna go do what I need to do. Right? It's putting everything into every action. That's the book I'm in the middle of right now, called Living with Seal by Jesse Itzler, and he talked about that too. I saw him actually live back in June in Miami, and he said he was outside with the kids, and his wife Sarah said dinner was ready, so he was gonna head in, and the water hose was outside. They were running around in the hose, the kids were, and he said, I'll just leave the hose for later. And he said, it's not just a hose. It's not just a hose. I'm gonna put it back. It's not just a hose, because it's not. It's every little thing. If you do every little thing with the maximum effort, then the big things, doing them with maximum effort, second nature, right? Well, I'll be looking forward to continuing the videos, I guess. It started off extremely uncomfortable for me. I was still really uncomfortable 2 days ago when I did this. Right now, I'm having a conversation with myself. I'm looking at the camera and talking to myself, and it feels nice. It feels nice. I hope these single take videos, whoever ends up watching them, that they're impactful in some way, and I'll leave it at that. So yeah, well, we'll be sharing next steps on YouTube here in terms of the company and in terms of myself. So with that, only blessings.